Florida State at Clemson is a big game. Number 4, Florida State at Clemson. Is this the death of Dabo Swinney? Is this the end of Dabo Swinney? Florida State's only a 2-point favorite. It's a number 4 team versus an unranked team. They're a 2-point favorite. To me, this is the Cade Klubnik game. Cade Klubnik goes out there and make plays. You can throw on Florida State. You can make plays. He can do that. If he makes plays, Clemson can win this game.
Yeah.
But I think Florida State may have too many skill players because they pay their players because they use the transfer portal like adults in college football in 2023. Dabo doesn't want to do it. I'm saying I think that Clemson has a shot in this. I think Florida State gets through it because they just have too many, and it relies too much on Cade Klubnik. But if Clemson wants any shot to win, it is Cade Klubnik, right?
Yeah, I'm going Clemson straight up, though. You know how much I like trends in history of series. The home team has won 15 of the last 20 matchups in this game. Florida State hasn't lost since they lost to Clemson last season. Give me Clemson to win it outright.
There you go. I like it. Oklahoma is a 14-point favorite on Cincinnati. This is the opening for Big 12 play for Oklahoma. Cincinnati's had over 200 yards on the ground in each of their first 3 games. They are running the ball like crazy. You're going to try and go up against that Venables defense. Can Cincinnati keep it in the number? I think Oklahoma wins. It's not really that much of a question. The number is 2 touchdowns. Can Cincinnati get it within 2 touchdowns, control the ball enough, and maybe take a little luster off this Oklahoma team that everybody thinks is blowing everybody out?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think Oklahoma covers it. I mean, their first 3 games, Arkansas State 73-0, SMU 28-11, Tulsa 66-17. I mean,
it is. And by the way, the SMU game I watched, it was not that. It was a much closer game than that score lets on. But I think that'll be this too. I think the game won't be a massive blowout. Oklahoma will get some scores though. By the fourth quarter, they'll just be able to put up a couple big shots on this Cincinnati defense.
Oh, regardless, this Sooners team can score some points.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Number 19, Colorado at number 10, Oregon. This is a big game. So we had number 4 versus unranked. Number 4 is a 2-point favorite. We have number 10 versus number 19. Number 10 is a 21-point favorite.
That's ridiculous.
Vegas not buying the hype. And you know that Deion's going to take that personal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, he's already working up whatever angle he needs to take to create that extra bit of motivation.
Yeah, that is he's going Colorado, and this is one of the stats that you could look out for in this game. Colorado, one of the things they've relied on in their first 3 weeks is turnovers. They're pretty high. They're one of the top teams in the country with 10 takeaways in the first 3 weeks. Oregon has not given the ball away yet this season.
And you just lost your best defender.
And one of your best offensive players. Same
That's
guy.
Right. Gotta get used to that.
Travis Hunter is not out. He's playing both ways. Travis Hunter is out. I think, basically Colorado doesn't have much of a run game anyway. So it is all going on Sanders now to throw the ball at a high level, and he lost one of his favorite targets in Travis Hunter.
The favorite target.
And you throw in Oregon, who's just going to be able to put up points, and I don't know if this Colorado defense can stop them from putting up points over and over again without Travis Hunter.
Are you going to do it?
Take Oregon in the points? I would not take Oregon in the points. I would take Colorado to keep it within the points.
That's a massive spread.
21 points is a lot.
I
have to take Colorado to be within 20. In conference play, I think Oregon wins outright. But, yeah, I have to take Colorado to keep it within, right?
Yeah. Shedeur Sanders can score the football. They're not going to lose by
I'm not
going to
disrespect Coach Prime that bad.
No, absolutely not.
No, because he'll show up here.
You're going to end up on their
the
wall.
sports complex hosted by one of his kids is going to be happening next week.
And you'll be playing on repeat in their locker room.
Not going to say that. I think Oregon does win, but yeah, I think Colorado is good enough to keep it within the number. It's a huge number. Let's go. We'll skip. We'll just go real quick. 22 UCLA versus 11 Utah. Again, that's 2 Pac-12 teams in Colorado and Oregon. That's 2 ranked teams. That's UCLA, Utah. 2 Pac-12 teams, both ranked. There's another one in here. There's way too many Pac-12 teams that are ranked in this right now. UCLA will drop out. Colorado will probably drop back out eventually, but they'll be right on that cusp all season long. Especially because they have USC coming up too. They're going to want to keep them ranked. But UCLA will probably drop out. This is a Cam Rising. We still don't know if he's coming back. He's not played yet this season. If he does, I don't think this is even close. I think Utah can come away. And thus, there's massive rust. He's not back. But Cam Rising plays at all. Defense is the key in this game.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. You have UCLA.
Fast. I have UCLA +6. I don't know if they're going to win, but I will take them with the +6 cushion. Dante Moore.
With Cam Rising playing.
Yes.
Woo.
Dude, Dante Moore, 19.22 yards per completion. 7 touchdowns through 3 games. They'll be able to keep it close.
I think he's going to make a mistake. I think he will have a turnover in that game that is going to put it out of reach.
Okay.
That's how I feel the game is. But that's me. That's just me. Ole Miss at Alabama. This one is huge for Texas because if Alabama loses and they have now 2-2 and the dynasty is over, and Nick Saban, what a waste of a space coach. He should have been fired years ago.
Yeah.
And the whole program's done, and SEC's terrible now. So all this happens if Alabama loses to Ole Miss. I know that's a bit of an overstatement.
Well, then the narrative switches to Texas can only beat bad teams.
And that thing is, well, of course they did. They beat them, and you get back to that to whatever 2016, the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
And you have that season where we were all so happy, and then it turned out we both sucked.
Oh,
and I don't think we're that bad. I don't think we're that bad at all. I don't think Alabama's that bad either. So it's not the same. It's not a 1-for-1 at all. Those things, but it reminds you of how happy you were in the moment to a couple weeks later being like, okay, temper expectations.
Yeah.
I do think Alabama can come. I think Ole Miss is going to come hard at them. This is the thing. They're going to come at Milroe. I don't know if they can keep him in front of him. If they go back to Milroe, last week was kind of a misnomer because they put in 2 trash quarterbacks that Tommy Rees wanted to play. I think if you kind of learn from the Texas game, you have more design runs for Milroe. You really use his legs against this Ole Miss team, they will overcommit. He'll be able to get them going, and the defense will be able to slow down Ole Miss. I think Alabama can win this.
Yeah, give me Alabama to cover. Get right game. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Nick Saban is going to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Oregon State at Washington State. The Pac-2. The Pac-2 game, guys.
The Pac-2.
These are the only 2 teams left in the Pac-12. They're the ones. They are both ranked, though, because they played nobody.
You think they made a pact to stay?
Yeah, they're staying. They're just playing each other every game next year.
Yeah.
Oregon State, Washington State. Oregon State's favored by 3. DJ, want to go over his name? The quarterback for Oregon State.
Is it?
Or Washington State. Sorry.
It's not.
It's Wiga. It's like Wigalele or something like that. The guy who was
Uiagalelei?
Yeah. Yes. There we go.
Nailed it.
He is supposed to be. He has just never really progressed his level. He's supposed to. He hasn't looked sharp. Cameron Ward has. I think Oregon State can win this game.
Yeah, me too.
Iowa versus Penn State. Penn State is a 14.5-point favorite. Can Iowa State control the clock enough, slow it down, play good defense, and just control the clock? I don't think they win this game, but you can keep it within the number if you control the clock.
You're talking about Iowa?
Iowa can.
Yeah.
They just have to weather the early storm, right?
Yeah.
This is a game of, can you in the first half just slow down Penn State enough that they have to kind of be boring, and then you don't get blown out, and you're still in the game, and you know anything can happen.
Yeah, I see that, but give me Penn State to cover that number.
You think cover a 14.5?
Yeah,
with the hook on it.
Yeah, Penn State at home. Give me them to cover that number against Iowa, who's having a hard time. They celebrated scoring 25 points. Remember that?
They did, and they had a deep fake. They had a deep fake of the coach, which was great.
That was the best.
Why don't y'all get a step ladder?
Oh, man.
That's a solid one. I wish it wasn't a deep fake.
Oh, they got me.
They got me too. Someone sent it to me. And
that was my guy for a little bit. I was like, "Oh my goodness, that guy's awesome."
We were gonna send that to Ian Rob B for who said that.
Yeah, right.
Who said that? A funny guy on a computer.
Yeah.
Who said that?
TikTok said it. I don't know.
AI said that. And then we'll get to, before we give our final predictions for Texas and Baylor. This is probably the biggest game of the week. I mean, we know Texas Baylor, biggest game of the week. We're Texas fans. Got to be on.
Yeah.
Ohio State, number 6 Ohio State, at number 9 Notre Dame. This is a balance of power. Is Notre Dame, is Marcus Freeman getting back on the right track? Is Notre Dame going to be building in the right way? Is Ryan Day and Ohio State, they've lost to Michigan. Is Michigan taking over the power in that relationship? Is Ohio State going to have problems? Kyle McCord is the guy, but no one's really too thrilled about it. You hear Ohio State people talk about Kyle McCord, they're like, I think he's going to do pretty good. There's a lot of inflection.
What else do they say?
There's a lot of inflection that I don't know if people are thrilled about Kyle McCord. Sam Hartman has to have time to shine in this game. This is a Sam Hartman game.
Yeah.
If he comes out for Notre Dame and puts up points against an Ohio State defense and gets it going, Notre Dame is back until he leaves at the end of the season. And then they got to find a quarterback again. What do you got for Ohio State, Notre Dame?
I got Ohio State to cover. I still don't. I think it'll be close, but I think 3 points. I think Ohio State will cover that. I think they'll win by about 7.
Yeah. I look. I'm going to go Notre Dame in this game. I think Sam Hartman.
I like it.
Plays. Look, it's against all good judgment. It's against all good judgment. But
those
I think
are the best ones.
Kyle McCord is going to play as well as Justin Fields has played for the Bears this season.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Sam Hartman's going to come out of this one. Final prediction, Texas versus Baylor. Final prediction.
I'm going 42-10, Texas.
42-10 Texas, though.
Yes.
42-10 Texas.
No, yes. I am nervous. I think, like we've been talking about also, they have to start quick. Otherwise, there's no chance. But I think they will, and I think they get to that 42-10 number like I've seen a couple texters saying. Give me Texas cover.
I'll tell you what. I will tell you my pick tomorrow. Pre-game show. We'll be at Doc's backyard. Aaron Hogan, myself.
What a tease.
4 to 6 p.m. Come down and say hey to us. All the info at hornfm.com. We'll be on the airwaves as well. 4 to 6 p.m. right before the Rangers game.
Yes, we will.
We'll be on the airwaves. We'll be on, you can come out and say hey.